a new chapter in class 12 history. The chapter name is Reveal and the Raj. You can say actually the 1857 revolt. The revolt of 1857 and its representations. First of all, the revolt just began from the Meerut, and the issue of Carthage became a sole responsible factors. As you know, basically the Carthage issue come from the Barakpur right now the Bengal, and precisely we can see when 10 May 1857 the revolt just began. Army cantonments, all area have been very critical situations. So army of British completely against the British systems, but you cannot see their effect in the almost in every cantonment. So let's we start from the Meerut. They attack over the telegraph office, they attack over the railway line, they attack over post office and some government building. After the spread of revolt in Meerut, they come to Delhi. Delhi that time, late Mughal ruler Bahadur Shah Jafar was the ruler. And early morning he came to Delhi. Messenger from the main gate of Lal Killa come to Bahadur Shah, and Bahadur Shah just finished the early morning nawaz, and the messenger share about the arrival of officers and the army men from the Meerut cantonment, and they discuss about the whole things whatever the army are demanding. So Bahadur Shah told the messenger, kindly tell them to come in the early morning court. But army officer persisted to the messenger. They all are willing to meet the Bahadur Shah just now. So finally they came to meet, and the Bahadur Shah heard the all matters, whatever the concern of the cantonment officers. After the many hour talk and discussions, Bahadur Shah Jafar agreed to give the leadership of the revolt, and he had a last hope. So the dignity and prestige of late Mughal Empire can be restored. Finally come to the pattern of the rebellion. The pattern of the rebellion start from the beginnings, where we see in Meerut, Barakpur, Bareilly, Kanpur, everywhere army men attack over the authority of British government. They were doing this thing just not for their personal benefit. They were doing this thing because they had the long year of separations under the British authority, and we can see their impact everywhere, especially all cantonment area. And the ordinary people were fully supporting to them, and the line of communications between the ordinary peoples and the British and army officers, those who were engaged in the revolt, they were just giving the chapati, and chapati coated with the secret letters, and the letter give us the next step of details where and what way they are going to do the revolt against the British authority. If we talk about the leadership of the revolt, you can find many big leaders like Shah Amal, Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah, Nana Sahib, Rani Lakshmi Bai, and Mangal Pandey. Many more people have given the immense level of contributions and leaderships. And in all sort of the concern, you can talk about the rumor play a very important role, as the rumor is that the British Carthage is coated with the fat of pig and cow, rumor another way, the bone of the cow is mixed with the flour of wheat. Even they have the hidden agenda. Rumor as that the Britishers are willing to convert the Indian people into the Christianity. And why did the people believe in the rumor? Because the situation is critical and the people, common citizens, are not in the favor of British authority. They have become just intolerables. Now Indian people were thinking about to completely finish the systems and coming out of from the this whole sort of the mess up or whatever they're going at times. And here I can narrate the one a short story of Awadh right now, Lucknow, where the British Governor General Lord Dalhousie narrate that the Awadh is like a cherry that will automatically drop in his mouth. But Awadh conquering is not an easy task. When they put up the long false claim over the Awadh rulers, Wajid Ali Shah, and the Wajid Ali Shah was removed. So after then, all Talukdar, Rayyat were doing the revolt against them because they loved their Nawab, and Talukdar were not going to support to the British Company authority. And they have the immense love and respect for their Nawab. Rebellion wanted to get the vision of unity among the India so all people can come in together and fight against the British authority. And they were also going to talk about the symbol of operations, the regular operations, crushing of the Indian citizens. They were also talking about the alternative power, whatever the power, the alternative way they can get after the finishing of the British authority in India. But Britishers were not going to take it little easy. They apply the very biggest steps to crush the revolt of the 1857. And regularly we see the image of the revolt is very much celebrating and saviors English women's and honor of the British authority. English women were claiming that this sort of the all army officer were just making them certain bad gesture situation and assault to them. But these all things are false. Not anything supposed to be going to be a perfect and whatever the things happen this way you can say it. Vengeance and retributions are like a wave of anger and a shock spread in the British demand, and retributions grew louder. So visual representation and news about the revolt just created a milieu in which the violent repression and vengeance were seen both necessary and just. It was justifies demand and the challenge of British honors and powers met the ruthlessly. So you can say the threatened by the rebellion, and British felt that they had demonstrated the all sort of the rebellion, and the Britishers tried to show them as powerful tigers, and they saw the Indians as weak and not good performers. But I can personally say that Britishers had not also show the any clemency, no any grace for the Indian citizen. And finally, we can talk about nationalist imaginations. You see, the first torch of nationalist sentiments begin from the 1957 revolt, and this sentiment created the narratives like खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. So Jhansi ki Rani, like a man, she fought and she was the Rani of Jhansi. In popular print, Rani Lakshmi Bai usually portrayed battle of armor, sword in hand, and the many movies have also made up on his iconic figure. Thank you, friends. It's a very short gist of the intro from the Rebel and Raj chapter class 12th history. Thank you, everyone.